Hi everyone, it's Toni here from Scrap Crazy with Toni. I'm bringing you another video that is based on the video that we made last week. We're using the Spellbound collection. This one is using the Love Letters by PhotoPlay. It's using the same measurements as the box from last week. I did add in that little middle pocket there in the back, but otherwise all the rest is the same. I've added a little pocket at the front, but I love this little flip down sort of idea to it, and it's generally just going to put in some tags and some cards, use plenty of stickers and little journal cards in there as well to decorate. And the idea is to have a tiny little Penpal box set up, I suppose you could say, that you can add things in it and either gift it to a special friend, or you can just have it sitting there as a special theme that you've got cards in ready to go. So, you know, you could do these in so many different themes. It's incredible. You could do like a birthday box that has all your birthday cards in it that you can just pull it out and sign and give off. Same as you can do up Christmas themes, put all your Christmas cards. You can do up a boy theme, a little girl theme, do up your wedding theme or a love theme like this, and that has all your Valentines or your love cards in it that you can just sort of keep them. They would look so good either displayed or even pushed in sideways on a book cabinet or in your scrap room or your craft room. They would look so good. Or even if you're gifting it to someone, you know, you could fill it up with cards or even just a little notebook or something like that, and it's such a great little display idea. So as you can see, I've cut out, so that 12 by 12, I've cut out all the 3 by 4 journal cards or whatever they're called, picture cards, and I've just added a few to the front of that pocket there, just more of an inspiration sort of decoration thing than anything. And then I quickly fussy cut out that typewriter, and as we all know, I'm not very good at fussy cutting, so I actually cut off the little smaller bits, the handles and stuff like that. I inked the edges and I got a bit messy there, so I will actually cover that ink with some stickers. I'm going to do that very shortly, but it's okay if you make a little mistake. It's all right because we can always cover it. It took me a very long time to get into these 12 by 12 sticker sheets. I've been a very disliker, I suppose you could say. It's not even a word, but I've disliked stickers for such a long time. But all of a sudden, over the last 2 years or so, I've actually quite liked these 12 by 12 stickers. I think it's probably the variety of them and how many there is. It's just a bit of extra fun. And you can definitely layer these and cluster them so much easier than any of the other themed stickers that, you know, we've got in our stash from many years ago. So I'm actually in the Gold Coast having fun right now. We are up on level 53. I look out the window and I can see the balcony, and I can see the water. We look straight over the Surfers Paradise Beach, which is very cool. So Hunter and I like to go out there and people watch, car watch, and water watch, and really enjoy our time up there. We go visit some chocolate and lolly shops on Cavill Avenue and then just go sit out there and chill and relax and just enjoy not being at home and just being on holidays, I suppose. Although definitely when you're on holidays, I do miss my crafting. But doing this quick little voiceover, I suppose, is definitely giving me any sort of crafting kit that I need. And this video will go live tonight. I will share it. Will actually be at the Spectacular probably when it goes live. So please feel free that if you are watching it, and you're welcome to leave any comments, and I will definitely get back to you as soon as I can. I'm making this video specifically for the Sops for Fun and Pen Pals group in Australia. It's a Facebook group and we don't have a lot of members at the moment. But I've been a part of the group for quite a while now and I really love it. And the numbers sort of fluctuate as per, you know, just per normal life and and experiences and commitments and stuff like that. But it's a really, really great and fun group to be part of because it's not always paper crafting. Sometimes it can be things like chocolates or, you know, socks, or I think we may have had like an oven mitt or a tea towel swap or something at some stage. It's just a fun group to be a part of with a whole bunch of different swap ideas. It's definitely something that you don't always have to be super creative to be a part of, and you can still get your happy mail, and get something fun in the post. So in my project, I've used a fair few brads through this project as I put it on before, and I've used them on that flap layer there. I've also used them in the lid. I think I use them a little bit more as we're going. Brads, even though I think they're about $4.95 or $5.95, but you get like 100, so it actually works out to be really good value. And I've made a few cards and tags and stuff like that, so these will just go into that box as well. This little card that I'm making at the moment is a great little one for beginners or even your advanced scrappers. So if you're a bit more confident, you can add a lot more layers to this card. So I'm just adding, you know, that flag and a few stickers there to make a cluster. But if you wanted to, with a bit more experience, you can definitely add in your doilies, add in another stamp or another sentiment, add in some ribbon, twine, anything like that. You could add in so much more to this little card. But I was just sort of keeping it fairly simple and just sticking to the papers and the sticker sheet. So even though I've got the box paper patterned up, I've already got the designer paper on there before I started this video. And of course the measurements I'll include another time with another video probably, or I might try and put them in the comments sometime when I get back home. But it is using the same measurements as what I used for the Spellbound one, and I did have a live for that in the group last week. I do know that my Wi-Fi connection wasn't great, and I know the video isn't really very good either, but the measurements are in there if you need them. You are more than welcome to fast forward at any time. You're more than welcome to mute. You don't have to listen to my voice the whole time. Goodness knows that I probably wouldn't. But I will sort of stop talking for just little bits here and there, just because I don't really have too much more to say. You can definitely just focus on the fun project that I'm putting together. Sorry about that, just closing the door. The boys are out there watching some sort of movie and it's actually getting a little bit loud. You'll be surprised how loud things can get when doing these voiceovers. You can really hear anything and everything. As some people have noticed, usually when I'm at home there is a lot of birds. The birds are quite lively at my house, so there's always birds in the background when doing videos at home. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm definitely a double adherer. I like to add my double-sided tape and my glue. Really good idea to have a good quality double-sided tape. So I use Express It double-sided tape. It's probably one of the better quality in our industry. I like it because it definitely withholds and withstands some of the central Queensland heat and humidity and stuff like that. It just lasts a little bit longer, and if you add a pretty good quality glue as well, you can definitely, have it last even longer again. Glue wise though, I do struggle to get a really good glue and have it last because I use so much of it. I do a lot of projects between swap groups and DT stuff and just for fun stuff. I use so much glue. I personally like the art glitter glue, but it's very easy for me to go through about $30 of art glitter glue a month, and sometimes that's just not feasible. And at the moment, there's no shipment from art glitter glue from America anyway, as it's just too cold and they stop their shipments in the winter. So at the moment, sorry about that. So at the moment, I am just using like a basic liquid glue from Walmart or something like that. It still withholds what I need it to hold, and the double-sided tape sort of backs it up. I'm using a fairly similar design pattern here or design layout for each of the tags. Both the tags sort of have that solid pattern piece at the back and then the strip in the middle and a 4x3 journal over the top. But how cute would this be as a little gift to a friend or a family member? And, you could just do it with just whatever their favourite colour is. If it's a person who really likes, gardens and greens or outdoors or things like that, you could definitely do up just a nice, any sort of pattern or design a collection and decorate up the box and then put in like 10 or so cards for them. Oh, look, I've just smudged the ink yet again, so I'm going to have to cover that. But, just, you could do up a little gift, like as a birthday or Christmas or Mother's Day or something like that. Oh, look, I'm sitting here right now and there is a plane actually going below us. So like I said, I'm at level 53 and there is a scenic plane, a tourist plane, going below the patio right now. That's very cool. Anyway, it would be a great little gift for anyone to receive, and they could have, you could include a dozen or so cards and have it for the whole year round. So if they have a couple of grandchildren, add in some little boy cards, little girl cards, add in a teenager one, add in a couple adult cards, and engagement one or wedding one, Christmas, Easter, just add in a few different themes that would fit their lifestyle, and that would be such a great gift. So I've just made up just these squares from little notepads, little notebooks that I've got. I've just stapled them together and then added in some some pattern paper over the top to make like a little book, and I've stuck that in there. Feel free, please, just to fast forward or to mute me. I won't be offended, because at the moment I'm just quickly sticking together some embellishments around to decorate the box, and in a moment I'll actually be doing like a rosette thing, and I think like a little heart garland as well. But you're more than welcome to fast forward to get to those. You don't have to sit watching every single thing I add in, as it does get a bit boring and tedious. Now this pocket here was actually one of my favorite things about this entire layout. I know it sounds a bit weird, but it really is. So I've just added a front bit there to that, to the backing. Like I haven't even, I didn't like fold it over to create a pocket or anything like that. I've just used scraps to make this, but it's going to sit in the pocketed bit of the large box. And it's just going to house a few little colour in journal boxes. So again, they're the 3x4 ones, and they're ones that you can actually colour in yourself. So I'm not very good at colouring, but I'm going to cut them out of the sheet and gift them to whoever gets this box. I probably won't have a need or a use for this box. I will be handing it and passing it forward. I'm not sure who I'm going to hand it forward to just yet, but hopefully one of the members in the group, in our Swaps for Fun group, might be interested. And if you are, please do let me know, and I'll look into trying to get this forward to someone very soon. Hopefully by Valentine's Day, I think. So we do have quite a few swaps coming up. This is a swap for February, obviously, because it's a heart-themed one. So it's just to make a few heart-themed projects and just having a bit of fun with it. So of course there's this little box that I've made, and I've made in the rosettes that will come up, and the heart garland. I've got quite a few other little project ideas that will actually go to my swap partner. This box itself will not go to my swap partner. That's why I'm saying that I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But if anyone in the group would like it, would like a bit of happy mail, then please do let me know. And I will look at who to send it to and how to get it to you. And yeah, have a bit of, hopefully you're a colour-innerer and you can enjoy colouring in these cute little 3x4 journal cards. They're, once you've coloured them in, they'd actually be really great as card toppers. Okay, so here I am just showing how to make a rosette without one of those really long Tim Holtz dies. So it's basically just cutting out your size. So you can do anywhere from about 1 inch. I think I've just done 1.5 inch. But then using your scoreboard, just go at every 1/2 inch is what I've just done. You fold it back and forward, and then just quickly put it together. As you can see coming up, I actually do have a little bit of trouble putting it together. Silly me, because I just didn't have things organized when I should have had them organized. But basically you just sort of glue them together, and make sure you glue them, don't put them end to end. Try and make them so they do overlap. It's just easier and a lot more like they're bound together a lot better if you sort of have them overlapping. Stronger. So I quickly now punch out my circle, and I grab some better glue. I actually grab the Express It. It's a really thick glue. I grab that and I put that on because that is going to be a lot better to use than this thinner sort of Montmartre glue. Of course, it pops out of my hand a few more times. But this circle's just to use on the back of it, just to keep it all down. So there's my espresso glue. It's really super thick. I love this glue. And if you don't have that, hot glue is actually really good. So before I got that espresso glue, I actually always used hot glue, and hot glue is actually sets so much quicker. So you don't have to sit there and hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it and hold it, waiting for it to sort of become firm enough to adhere and let go of. So here I'm just sort of looking, do I make it into like do I put a little flag behind it, or what do I do to decorate it a little bit better? So I know I was definitely going to put a heart obviously at the front because we need it to be that heart themed. But it was just thinking about adding some extras. Of course, you can add a straw to the back or add a skewer, and that will then turn it into a rosette that you can slide. You know, you can put it in as an embellishment or however you want to do that. And for the actual rosette itself, when you're cutting out your 1-inch strip, you know, it's 12 inches by 1 inch or 1.5 inch or however wide you want it to be. You can go all the way up to 3 inches, you know, make it a really big rosette if you want to. But if you want a decorative edge, see that edge there is just plain and straight. But if you want a decorative edge, if you have either the decorative scissors, just cut along them, or if you do have a blade on your trimmer that you can add that will make the wavy edges, then definitely add that on. It just gives a unique different look to it, and it's definitely worth it. I admit that it is definitely worth having the fun edges on it, whichever edge you decide to put on. Oh, sorry, that's the second time I've yawned now. It's so relaxing just looking out the window, seeing the boats and the planes go by and seeing some of the surfers down the bottom. It's getting a little bit too relaxing here. So now I'm just making like a garland. So I've actually got a heart punch, and I'm punching out a whole heap of them, and then grabbing my crocodile and just cutting out the holes for the string. So I've used some leather twine, and it is wax thread actually, and I've just used that to thread the hearts through. I find that because it's got a wax on it, a wax film, it won't rip the paper, so it can slide through the thread really quite safely without being too worried that it's going to rip the heart. Now, if you don't have a crocodile, that is totally okay. Most of us do have a hole punch or even an eyelet setter, which will have the little hole. You'll have a few different settings or interchangeable circle holes there. Just use them. Or, yeah, most of us have an office circle punch as well that we can just use as well. It might be a little bit big for the holes, but just make do with what you've got. We should not have to go out and buy all these big expensive tools just to do a little bit of fun embellishments and fun little projects. Making do with what you got's really, really good. So again, you don't have to buy the 12 by 12 sheets of scrapbooking paper to do projects like this. You can definitely use A4 pieces, whether you've printed them off the computer or you've got them from a cheaper shop, you know, dollars and cents, Reject Shop. Reject Shop is all around Australia. You can definitely buy some fun designs in there. I think Kmart also have some really great designs. Grab some 6x6 paper pads, and most of the time, even though this particular box goes up to 7 inches, so obviously a 6x6 piece won't fit on. There'll be more than just one of that design in the pack, so just cut off a strip and add it in. If you're a bit worried about it blending together smoothly, just add a sticker over the top, add some ribbon or even some washi tape over the top, and no one will even notice the difference. No one will know that it's been joined up because it will just look all flowing. So making this garland and the rosette were definitely the most time-consuming little projects of this box. So again, please fast forward. You don't have to sit here listening to my voice. I do have some photos, some close-up photos towards the end of the video, and you are more than welcome to just fast forward and skip to them if you want to, but definitely do stop and check them out when they come up, because they're definitely you know, just a bit more closer look and more detailed of what I made. It's worth checking that out. Alright, so I'm actually going to leave you now. The project in the box is very much almost done. The garland's right there, and I bet, you know, it's so cute. I'm going to grab the box and give you a quick little finishing show and tell there. But thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. We're going to have a very quick little lunch, go down to the pool for a swim, and then come up and start getting ready for the Outback Spectacular, which is on tonight. And of course, you will probably be there when this goes live in the Swaps for Fun group. So thank you very much for having us this evening. Feel free to leave comments and anything below. I will definitely get back to you. If you have any questions, absolutely feel free to engage, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you very much again for joining me tonight. I will leave you here. You don't need to hear my voice anymore. I appreciate it. All right, see you guys. Thank you very much. Please do stick around, as there's a little bit more to go and some photos at the end. Until next time, happy scrapping.